Jesse Eisenberg wrote and directed this film. There is, in fact, an entire scene in this film about how beautiful Jesse Eisenberg's feet are. The great thing about writing and directing a film yourself is that you can just put a character into the film that is exactly what you always play, and that's what Jesse Eisenberg has done, because, I mean, he kind of plays himself in most films at this stage, but he really is the full-on version of the Twinkie panic attack in a human body form of Jesse Eisenberg that we've been seeing on screen for, I don't know, like 15 years now, just worth of movies, just constantly the same character, and it works! Arealpain is about two cousins that go on a heritage tour in Poland to honour their grandmother and see where she came from. Kieranculkin is playing that annoying cousin, kind of like the one who would share a bed with you and wet it as a kid, you know, just piss all over the bed. Oh, and he was that kid, oh my god. Anyway, Jesse Eisenberg is just fraying at the ends, trying to put up with his constant stream of shit, and you know what, fair play to him as a character, because I could not have survived an entire trip alone with this guy. It is very interesting that you've got this kind of setup which could be either really like unnecessarily sad, because they do visit, you know, like actual like Second World War like concentration camps and stuff like that in Poland. Or it could have been like super just gentle and comedic and airy-fairy. And instead it kind of meets somewhere in the middle, because it has little aspects of both those things that you kind of expected, that I expected going in. And it's mostly held together by this kind of like light, dramatic, slightly darker or drier sort of comedy. And I really loved it. I think Kieranculkin is magnificent playing that, like, just... So it is trying to be this mix of kind of drama and comedy, and it's got really serious, hard-hitting emotional parts. It's got this incredible monologue Jesse Eisenberg has, where he just goes off on Kieranculkin's character. That was nuts. And it's got just, like, plainer, happy, comedic moments and scenes, and sort of... It uses, definitely, you can feel Jesse Eisenberg imbued into this film, because sort of the awkward social comedy situation... like, he's got a few scenes that are just focusing on that style, and it works really well. It nails it at everything it's trying to do and be. I don't think it's a perfect film by any means, but man, it is good. Kieranculkin's character is just loud and obnoxious and constant. You know, he just feels like, and he's so like blasé and chill about everything, but then will just go off suddenly when you say the wrong thing, and you feel like you're just waiting for it. He's like a time bomb, and it is... realistic. It is such an interesting, slightly frustrating almost experience to be in or watch. I didn't expect to be feeling so much at the end of this. You know, it really did give me pause more than I expected. It's such a short film as well. It really just keeps the runtime tight, which I'm fine with, because these sorts of films can usually get their point across in 90 minutes. I'm really, you know, I'm going to watch The Brutalist soon, and that is a full 2 hours longer than this, and I'm sure that it doesn't need to be, and that goes for so many of these sort of Oscar-y films. They could be shorter. It feels like they've got an agenda to hit 2 hours normally, and then they're pretty slow as films, and there's just no need to be. So yeah, as a character, he is a very frustrating, infuriating sort of person, Kieranculkin. But I'm not left feeling infuriated or irritated by the film. And that's an impressive, it shows that you don't have to be, like, it's about how you frame these characters and these events, because you can have sort of a bastard as one of the leads, and it still kind of work. And also you do see kind of beneath the exterior, and that was very interesting. I wasn't sure how much they were going to dig into that. And I thought it would maybe be a bit cheesy or a bit silly when they did, or he would just suddenly get better, you know, become a better person or something. Fortunately, it's realistic in its portrayal of these characters, even if they are slightly cartoonish at times. And I really liked that. So I'm giving blatantly trying to raise your own WikiFeet score 4 stars. Come on now, WikiFeet isn't real, right? Like, an entire website, like a database about celebrities' feet and rating them? People, like, look at that? People invest time into that? God, imagine people investing a lot of time into that. Somebody built that website. Subscribe for more hard truths.